Ray. What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The Law of Attraction. Published by White Dove Books. This audio is brought to you by You Are Creators. The Law of Attraction. One of the most well-documented theories of New Age thought is the Law of Attraction. Simply put, it suggests that you will always encounter in your life those things which you think about on a regular basis. There are many ideas which have persisted throughout the course of human history that have been blended to form the theory, so understanding it may take some time and research. However, because this law essentially proposes you can achieve pretty much anything you want simply by changing your thinking patterns, it remains one of the most interesting ideas to have been championed in recent years. Though the basic idea itself has come under attack from a number of sources, anecdotal evidence at least suggests that some correlation between thoughts and future experiences might well exist on some level. If nothing else, the proposal encourages people to consider the overall scope of their thoughts and emotions. And that can be no bad thing. Many would argue that personal attributes such as the ability to maintain a positive attitude have a great effect on the circumstances of life. And so, at the root, our basic thinking might be found to be the ultimate cause of many positive and negative experiences in life. How does the law of attraction work? The main problem with this theory for most people is that they have absolutely no idea how it works. How can thoughts alone impact the way that a person's life unfolds? The honest answer is that the real theory beneath the law of attraction is still being worked out on a lot of levels. Some people who are strong advocates of the theory aren't completely sure of all the ins and outs. One thing is for certain, though. A person's actions are controlled on whatever level by what goes on in their head. This basic premise underpins the whole idea. In explaining how the law of attraction works, some might point to the notion of subjective reality. This is an important idea which may help to explain how thoughts can carry so much substance in reality. Without a basic knowledge of the difference between subjective reality and absolute reality, it is very difficult to get a handle on the rest of the theory. To put it simply, subjective reality is a theory held by many people that leads them to believe that there is only one consciousness. The primary idea behind this theory is that you are a stream of consciousness, and because of that, everything that happens in your personal reality is a result of what you have projected in your thoughts. In this clearly defined world of subjective reality, the only consciousness that exists is your own. Because of that, there is a single set of intentions being impressed onto your personal reality, being projected by you, the person with total control over your consciousness. Because of this, you can become the true master of your own thinking within that domain. Since nobody that you encounter is truly conscious in this way of thinking, then you are the only person in the universe who can have intentions. In this scenario, you are the sole thinker who gets to dictate what goes on in your reality. This is a very powerful thought, if you really think about it. Nevertheless, it is also a difficult idea for many people to get their minds around. However, it is the primary premise for the law of attraction itself. Many people struggle with this because they don't truly understand what they are in this subjective reality. You can't grasp the idea if you think of you as being simply your physical body. Instead, you have to understand that you are the one consciousness that has sole control over the entire reality which is taking place before you. The 7 Universal Principles. The following 7 principles combine to create a harmony that is ultimately experienced as the law of attraction. These principles are important aspects of subjective reality. They must all be understood if you want to be successful in using the law of attraction in your life. 1. The principle of manifestation. This principle proposes that overall consciousness is something that we ultimately choose as human beings. People can choose to be conscious so that they can have complete and total awareness in the here and now. Even though we may not completely recognize it, we are constantly asking ourselves the main question that pertains to current consciousness. We want to know what focused consciousness can positively create for us. 2. The principle of magnetism. This is a key principle that concerns equal return for our thinking. You can only attract energy of like kind. If you put out positive emotions and thoughts, then you can expect to pick up positive associations. The universe is full of energy that is constantly being recycled by us and also moves within us. Each person is an important member of a delicate creation seeking complete balance, a life lesson that has been adopted by just about every culture on the planet. People naturally seem to understand that in life, much of what you get is dependent upon what you give. 3. The principle of pure desire. The principle of pure desire states that your intentions will have a great impact on the return you get. If your actions and thoughts are driven by absolutely pure intention, then you can be sure that the outcome will be in your favor. In order for those intentions to be pure, you must be thinking in a state that is free of any fear, doubt, or notion of desperation. Your motives must be clear and worthy if you are going to receive a positive response. If you fail to make your requests with good and clear motives, then your positive energy will be negated and will not be reciprocated. 4. The principle of paradoxical intent. This principle is one that dictates the way that situations evolve as a result of direct thought. If you act in desperation, for example, then a paradox will be created that will result in a negative return on your intended energy. Because you are desperate in your thoughts, a certain vibration will be sent out which will have a negative impact on the world around you. Because of this, people who might otherwise have been in position to help you will be pushed away. 5. The principle of harmony. This is the principle that concerns a person's ability to gain the good things they want in life. If you make a choice to live in accord with the universe and do not put out negative vibes, then you will effectively set yourself up for a plethora of good feelings and positive results. This can only happen if a person makes the conscious decision to align themselves with people around them and the flow of the universe. This is the one of the universal laws that requires the kind of absolute attention to positive thinking that many people just aren't willing or able to put out. 6. The principle of right action. This is the principle that rewards people who do the right things in life. The principle of right action also indicates that in order to experience things like value, honor, and dignity, a person must do their part to promote those qualities in their own surroundings. If you, on the other hand, do things to break down these important universal qualities, then you will see those things deteriorate and erode in your own life. Because of this, people need to constantly be thinking about their choices and considering the impact that they might have both on themselves and on others. 7. The principle of expanding influence. Many people don't understand the overriding power of their own personal energy. Energy is one of the things that is constantly expanding in the world. If you work hard enough to have a large personal positive vibration, then that good energy can be felt throughout the world. Things that you never imagined might actually happen if you concentrate hard enough on your own personal thoughts and emotions. If you make the conscious decision to live a quality life that promotes happiness for those around you, then the positive power of influence will eventually expand to impact all of those people and things that are around you. History of the Law of Attraction. There are many theories about the beginning of this theory, and there is no real way to trace the exact origins. The history of the law of attraction is connected with the desire of believers to find legitimacy in their universal ideals. It is believed that the Buddha at one time said, "What you have become is the result of what you have thought." In ancient times, at the height of learning and knowledge in Greece, many philosophers expressed similar ideas. Prior to Socrates, the prevailing thought in Greece was that a person's belief alone was strong enough to shape reality. It is also a basic tenet of many of the major religions that beliefs shape our reality. During the 19th century, various New Thought writers proposed that positive thought could have a positive impact on the events of a person's life. People like James Allen, Wallace D. Wattles, Napoleon Hill, and Charles F. Hannell, to name but a few, all advanced theories of reality that proposed that thoughts can and do shape the circumstances and conditions of a person's life. The law of attraction continues to fascinate and excite people to this day. Movies such as The Secret and What the Bleep continue to provide modern insight and support for this very ancient idea. Using the law of attraction. One of the interesting questions regarding the law of attraction deals with everyday application. With a theory that has such obscure and abstract principles, it is sometimes difficult for people to put the theory into action. In order to truly get the most out of the law of attraction, a person has to be able to set realistic and reasonable goals. It isn't something that is going to save your life or send $1 million to your door for no reason. Being realistic with your goals is a healthy way to look at the law of attraction. The primary principles behind the law of attraction address how different people will deal with each other. This should be where you start when you want to set goals. The law of attraction can bring you a great deal of goodwill if you put out the right vibes towards other people. Not only will this open up good energy to come your way, but it will also generally make people feel like being around you. The law of attraction is something that can shift luck in your direction, but you can't expect it to bring you a miracle. It is all right to expect that it might bring someone special into your life. It is also acceptable to expect the law of attraction to put you in positive situations. From there, it's up to you to make good decisions in order to affect change in your life. The law of attraction won't immediately turn you into a perfect person, but by putting out positive vibrations and controlling your positive energy, you will ensure that positive returns head your way. In order to use the law of attraction, it is said that a person must have a good knowledge of what they actually want. And in addition to that, they must ask the universe for what they want. In addition, a primary principle is that the person must be able to apply complete focus to the thing they want. In order to truly get what one wants, a person must be able to focus positive energy and enthusiasm on the object of desire, and must hold the overwhelming belief that the object is already gained. Manifesting your desires by using the law of attraction is something that is completely controlled by the process of action. Perhaps no one action in itself will be enough to take your dreams and turn them into reality. In order to truly see a manifestation of your goals and desires, you may have to go through a step-by-step process. The key to manifesting your desires is to have a strong focus. One of the primary principles of the law is that you focus enough of your positive energy on a certain thing. It will eventually come to pass. Though it might not happen immediately, enough positive energy will influence situations that can help you realize those primary dreams and desires that you have. Focus and attention to a goal is something that each person must have if they eventually want to achieve success. There's no way to guarantee that a goal will be achieved immediately, but without focus, you can be sure that nothing good will happen in accordance with your long-term goals. What other things must you keep in mind if you want to achieve your goals through the utilization of the law of attraction? Perspective is obviously a very important consideration. You must understand the basic premise that you will be able to not only survive, but even thrive without achieving your goal. Although your eyes are fixed to the prize, you know that without it, you can still enjoy a good life. Maintaining a proper perspective on your goals will help you to project waves of positive energy. According to the law of attraction, this is one of the most important things that people must do if they want to achieve success. Sending out good energy with the wrong intentions or motives will do nothing but channel negative energy back your way. Tips for being successful. Don't pick and choose. When looking at the 7 universal laws above, You might have the tendency to look at one and think that it is more important than any of the others. This is a fault that can impact your ability to be successful. Each of the laws carries an importance of its own and would be completely ineffective without the other laws. In order to maintain balance, which is vitally important in being successful, meditate on each of these laws. A complete lifestyle decision. The law of attraction has to apply to each aspect of your life if you are going to be successful with it. There is no way to apply it to one part of your life while leaving it out for the sake of convenience in another part. Each time you wake up and make conscious decisions, you are sending out the vibrations that have an impact on everything in your environment. In order to truly find success, you have to be willing to make your entire life put out positive energy. It isn't difficult to wake up in the morning and be happy, positive, and enthusiastic. It's something you have to get used to doing, and eventually it will become a habit. Success is habit forming, so you have to keep it up. Human beings by our nature are creatures of habit. Once you begin experiencing success, there is a good chance that such success will snowball and lead to more success. Waking up in the morning in a good mood may not be easy at the start, but it's something that you can train yourself to do. There are plenty of positive people in the world who put a great deal of conscious effort in maintaining their levels of energy and positivity. Even if it is difficult to make those decisions at the beginning, remember that it will become easier with time. If you form good habits, you will benefit in the long run. Affirmation is an important part of the process. In order to keep your eye on success, you need to have reason to believe that your desire will come true. One way to do that is to tell yourself that the success is coming. Affirmation is a positive thing that can bring about good energy and good results in your life. Even if you are feeling good about your goals, you still need to keep those positive thoughts in your head. The best ways to keep positive energy and emotions flowing is to speak them. Say positive things to yourself about your life and the direction that you are heading, and say them repeatedly. This can ultimately create a very powerful and positive feedback in your reality. Final thoughts. The law of attraction is not difficult. Once you actually begin to do the things we have discussed, positive results will invariably follow. Despite some disagreement about the finer points of the theory, no one can argue that positive thinking has a positive impact on a person's life. If you are going to truly find success, though, you can't simply look at the law of attraction as a substitute for taking action. Attempting to secure your hopes and dreams based solely on good energy isn't something that is highly likely. With that in mind, it would be very foolish to depend upon a natural law to provide you with everything you need. Instead, you have to be willing to take advantage of every opportunity that is presented to you. If you are too busy waiting on the perfect solution, then you might miss out on the very helpful hand that has been placed right in front of you. Don't be afraid to take the stepping stones that are presented to you in order to reach your dreams. Not everything comes instantly, so a little bit of patience is required. But consistently putting out positive vibrations into your personal reality, people will undoubtedly be drawn to you. Utilize those people and allow them to help you. Because your conscious energy is always being put out, you always have to be aware of what you are feeling. No person is perfect, so nobody is going to put out positive energy all of the time. But making a commitment to this type of lifestyle can be extremely rewarding. Besides the fact that you will be sending good vibes into the atmosphere, people will just want to be around you if you are happy, positive, and enthusiastic. We have considered a very powerful resource you can utilize to bring you everything you want in life, but you should also be aware that the very same principle carries some risk. You can achieve a lot by using this law, but you must also remember that negative energy can send negative situations your way. The key to staying away from bad situations is to maximize the amount of positive energy that you put out in order to counteract the occasional spike in bad emotions. If you do that, then you will eventually find great success using nature's most powerful and oldest form of karma, the law of attraction.